जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय हनुमान। सो हम अभी लंका कांड कर रहे हैं एंड वी हैव रीच्ड अ पॉइंट वेयर द बैटल हैज स्टार्टेड। बहुत कोशिश की श्री राम जी ने कि युद्ध ना हो, बिकॉज देर इज नो बेनिफिट इन फाइटिंग एनी काइंड ऑफ वॉर, राइट? बी इट cold war or a hot war, there is always, I think, forgiveness is one of the backbone of Sanatan Dharma. Acceptance. It is not tolerance that we preach, it is acceptance. जब हम tolerate कर रहे होते हैं ना, we say that that person has a flaw, I am tolerating, right? But when you accept everything, every situation, every person, every event, there is no resentment in our heart. There is no effort that we are putting in. We are embracing. So, Sanatan Dharma is all inclusive, all forgiving, based on giving benefits of doubts and also based on trying to not escalate anything where greater harm is caused. जब in this situation, when we look at Ramji, the way he approached the entire situation, तब लगता है कि in our petty battles, in our own lives, won't it be better if we are able to embrace the concept of forgiveness, acceptance, and be the greater one? And Ramji again and again sent first Hanumanji, then Angad. Towards the end also, in the middle of the battle also, if Ravanji would have come and said, no, I surrender, he would have stopped it there and then. So this kind of an approach in our life is very, very, very essential. हम लोग तो क्या छोटी छोटी बातों में बड़े बड़े गांठ बांध के रखते हैं. In our daily lives also, be it with friends or family. He said this, she said this is not as per my expectation. Nobody has the responsibility to fulfill your expectation. How should the other person even know? Over here, Ramji is sending messengers to tell him what is expected. We don't even send messengers. We don't even sound our expectations. But the resentments are so big that there are people who spend their entire lives resenting another person. Many break off for good. क्या फायदा? So our scriptures, when इतनी बड़ी चीज में भी forgiveness as a part, second chances are a part, हमारी जिंदगी में जो छोटी छोटी चीजें होती हैं, ऊपर नीचे होती हैं, उनमें why do we not consider this kind of a concept? And that is the beauty of Sanatan Dharma. All the scriptures are giving us a message that can be implemented in our daily lives. हम सोचते हैं कि स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी, many a times we say, right, the material journey and the spiritual journey are different. Probably nahi. We have to make a spiritual base, implement all the concepts in our material life, and then we'll see the difference. Just yesterday, while having a evening meal and a discussion, a thought came from my son. And the objective was to find out कि this kind of a situation, is it right or is it wrong? But then sometimes there are no rights or wrongs. Was the conclusion, it is not one way that everything has to be looked at. कि एक चीज को देखने का नजरिया और तरीका एक ही होता है, ऐसा नहीं है. बहुत नजरिए हो सकते हैं, बहुत तरीके हो सकते हैं. Even if a particular situation in isolation cannot be considered right or wrong. The past, present, and the future of not only this birth we have to take the previous births also. Why? Even Ramayana is telling us कि Ravan in isolation you can say was a bad person. But if you go to the previous births, which Abhi Malyavanji will also bring it to our notice, he was Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. Before that they were Jai Vijay, the gatekeepers of Sri Vishnu, and the Lord had descended to take them back, right? So in isolation we can judge, we can condemn, but when we look at it beyond the span of that particular event and we join the chain and we open our horizon to the bigger picture, there is no right or no wrong. And जब कुछ सही गलत है ही नहीं, तो whom are we condemning, whom are we negating, whom are we accepting? काल नेमी की अभी हम बात करेंगे, वो भी एक बड़ा ज्ञान देके चला जाएगा. वो तो राक्षस था ना, जिसको हनुमान जी ने मारा था. All these have a ज्ञान bigger than us. So that is why, whenever we are talking about any character from Sri Ramcharitra-manas, we have to be very respectful towards them. So now the situation is that the war has started. Sri Ram tried his level best to make the situation, ease out the situation. ठीक है, there are always two kind of people. एक जो राई का पहाड़ बनाते हैं और एक पहाड़ को भी रुई की तरह उड़ा देते हैं. We have to decide what kind of people we want to be. कि छोटी सी बात हुई उसका पहाड़ बना दिया, या फिर इतनी बड़ी बात हुई उसको भी फूक में उड़ा दिया. See, our lives will be easier if we choose to become the second one, right? The latter one. Where no matter what, give everybody a benefit of doubt. No matter what, seek to unite and not divide. So over here, Ramji tried his best. बाद में ना, there are a lot of discussions where it is said that Shri Krishna started the war. But if you read the Mahabharata in its totality, he never wanted the war. उनने कितनी कोशिश की to prevent it from happening. He went as a दूत himself जहाँ पे उनको बांधने की कोशिश की. The last resort is a war. Right? And this is something जो we should remember in our hearts when we are dealing with anybody, even ourselves and our thoughts. The last resort is a war. The last resort is violence. The last resort is breaking. हमारे को जोड़ने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए हमेशा. So with this thought, they moved forward. कि ठीक है, अब there is no resort, let's fight. So the battle is going on and we saw a bit of the battle. And finally, when the evening time came and when they all took stock, the Ravan realized that half the army had already been destroyed. On the first day, half the army was gone. Ravan के राक्षस आधे ही रह गए थे. So Ravan is sitting in the sabha as always and he voices his concern. He says, अब क्या करेंगे? What should be our strategy? We have been wiped out half. And at that time, Malyavan stood up and he said, listen, Ravan, there is still time. The battle has started, right? Because with Ramji, it is never the end. It is never that I'll never forgive you. It is never that अब तुम्हारा और मेरा रिश्ता खत्म हो गया. क्या खत्म हो गया? हम होते कौन है किसी भी रिश्ते को खत्म करने वाले, right? So when Malyavan stood up, and Malyavan stood and he joined his hands and he said, listen, be wary, right? Ramji is not that ordinary person you're thinking he is. He is the destroyer of Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. He is reminding him, इनने पहले भी तुम्हें खत्म करा है, आज भी कर सकते हैं. At that time you were a lot more powerful than you are today, right? But you still do not understand, and Ravan normally would go wild when somebody would advise him, and he just disrespected Malyavan, who was a very senior member, and cursing Ravan and telling him कि अब तुम्हारी मृत्यु निकट आ गई है. No amount of counsel is getting into your head. विनाश काले विपरीत बुद्धि. हमारी बुद्धि वैसे चलने लग जाती है. कई बार in retrospect we think, right, हमने ऐसा क्यों किया? Why didn't sense prevail? Sense didn't prevail. Because ऐसा ही होना था. विनाश काले विपरीत बुद्धि. Our mind does not follow what we are saying. बता ना, oh, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to say that. मुंह से कैसे निकल गया? होना था, right? So, ठीक है. Regret is not the option. Repentance is the option then. So Malyavant also went away, and over here, Meghnad, Indrajit is standing. Indrajit said, don't worry, I am there, right? Abhi tak to I have not even used 1% of my power. You wait and you see what I will do. And because Indrajit was very strong, Indra ko jisne jeet liya. Indra is Indradev, right? The Lord of heavens. The other way to look at it is, Indrajit is the controller of all our indriyas also. हम कितनी कोशिश करते हैं, many times we are moving towards doing good, behaving good, being good. But we realize that our senses are not in our control. They are being controlled by Indrajit probably. And over here, Ravan can be taken as the mind. The battle is between the good thoughts and the bad thoughts. And half the bad thoughts have already been destroyed. So Indrajit comes out, the senses, he says, don't worry, I'm going to make sure that the senses wander outwards. आंख बाहर देखें, कान बुरा सुने, मुंह बुरा बोले, मैं ऐसी जगह इनको ले जाऊंगा कि ये भगवान को ही भूल जाएंगे. पैर बोलेंगे कि मैं कहीं ऐसा ले जाऊंगा कि ये भगवान को भूल जाएंगे. Once our senses are outward bound, the mind wins, na? Because then the mind starts nurturing the sansar, the prapanch, and it moves from the inner locus of control to the outer locus of control, and फिर संसार घुसने लग जाता है. तो इंद्रजीत आते हैं. Let's go back to the story. Indrajit comes and Indrajit says कि don't worry, अभी तक तो मैंने मेरी माया यूज ही नहीं की है, right? I have not lured them कि हाँ, it's very simple, we are on a diet. Suddenly somebody puts such a beautiful cake in front of us and they say it's amazing. We say ठीक है, आज the tongue, Indriya, right, takes control, the cake goes in. Simple, it's very simple. And these simple things expand to things bigger. बहुत simple है, यही तो इंद्रियां है ना. तो now Indrajit says, now I'm going to play the trick. You don't worry. You rest the mind. I'll take control. And look, कल तक तो ये सोचेगा भी नहीं कुछ अच्छा. और हम सबके साथ में हमेशा ऐसा होता है. इसी के लिए कहते हैं ना, till the sadhak is कच्चा, till we are a twig and we have not become a trunk, right? बच्चों, जब तक हम दूध हैं तब तक आप बचिए. जब मक्खन हो जाएंगे, कितना ही आप लोगों से मिल लें, you are not going to get dissolved in water, right? But the milk can get dissolved in water. So we have to gauge, where do we stand? Will we be influenced or not? अगर हम influence हो सकते हैं, तो don't go in a situation which can influence you, right? At that time, isolation is needed. लोग बोलते हैं ना, no, we have to go out, we have to change the world, we have to make it a better place. Better place you will make them, or you are going to become a bitter person. अगर आप में इतनी शक्ति है, like Vivekanand, that you mix and you change and you pass the glow to somebody else, go and mix. But if you are going to take away the darkness and खुद ही आप dim हो जाओगे, तो don't mix. Take time, ना? हर चीज को time लगता है. For a fruit, for a mango to become sweet, it takes time, right? From that kachi carry to become that sweet, ripe mango, it takes time. So we have to be honest to ourselves as to where we are in our journey, right? हम सोचे कि नहीं, हम तो अभी कच्ची कैरी हैं और मिक्स हो जाए, नहीं, right? तो thinking like that, now Indrajit has come to the battle and Indrajit starts immediately. He starts destroying, he shouts, he says, where is Angad, where is Hanuman? Where are Nal, Neel? Where is Sugriv? Where is Ram? Where is Lakshman? And where is my mama, the coward, Vibhishan? My chacha, coward, Vibhishan. Call him. I am going to kill all of them today. And the attack he launches on the entire army is so scary that they start backing off. They start moving behind. They cannot control it. It's very difficult to control our own senses. बहुत मुश्किल है. We can control others, we can control other people, but controlling the self and the senses is very difficult. हर किसी के बस में नहीं होता. बहुत मेहनत लगती है, बहुत तपस्या लगती है. And that is why nowadays we sometimes say, what is the point of fasting? What is the point of offering food to God every day? What is the point of controlling your tongue? What is the point of observing मौन? कहते हैं ना, चुप रहो थोड़ा 2-3 घंटा. Have a designated time where you don't talk, no matter what. It is to control your mind and your senses. It is a means to reach the God. भगवान को आप 3 घंटे नहीं बोलोगे तो कोई फायदा होने वाला नहीं है. How does it matter to him? The entire world is yapping. You will also yap, right? But the control is for us. We are controlling the monkey mind and we are trying to control the senses. That is why we say 3 घंटा मौन व्रत रखो. Why do we say ahar shuddhi? Because whatever we eat triggers the mind. Even the drishti of a person, when it falls on our food, triggers the mind. जो भी दृष्टि है, suppose there is a drishti of anger or jealousy or whatever, if we eat it, It triggers our mind. That is why we see many sages will turn. They would not want any drishti also on the food. कि कोई उनके खाने को देख रहा है जब वो खा रहे. Water has memory. It is a scientific proven fact. इसीलिए when we are like, we have matkas. If you don't have matkas, there is a place where you keep your water. You put diya. So that you make it calm and quiet, because scientifically proven that they have a water memory. Whatever memory it is carrying will enter you. So all these things that we are doing, what our scriptures ask us to do, or what is being done in the form of rituals, is to control the mind and the senses. भगवान को उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है, right? So it is for our benefit. And so now Indrajit starts tormenting them. So all the monkeys back off. So at that time Hanumanji comes. But all through the journey of Hanumanji, we must have noticed that he has always put Ramji's name first and then jumped into the battle, right? राम जी को हृदय में रख के, राम जी का स्मरण करके, राम राम बोल के. Every time when Hanumanji is going in to do a task, the thought is always with Ramji, where he puts Ramji first. But right now, when he looks at Meghnad, when he looks at Indrajit destroying everything, destroying his army, what he comes forth as is, he comes with anger. And हमेशा देखना, anything that is done with anger and passion, it blinds. जहाँ पे कभी हनुमान जी हारे नहीं थे, he burned the entire Lanka. Meghnad also could not defeat him. He got tied by choice, right? उस समय ब्रह्मपाश में वो खुद बंध गए थे. It is not that Meghnad could tie him. But this time when Hanuman ji jumped into the battle with anger, Krodhavant, it is clearly written, Krodhavant Janu Dhayahu Kala. एकदम गुस्से से घुसे. So although he could counter him, he destroyed the chariot, he destroyed the charioteer, and Meghnad, he left the chariot and he jumped up, he started doing his Maya. However, he could not conquer Meghnad. And this is a very big lesson for us. We cannot conquer anything, leave alone our senses, if we are fighting against it with anger. Anger blinds, passion blinds. Everything that we are doing has to be done with awareness in mind. We have to be very calm and quiet. The decision has to be, रोश में decision नहीं लिया जाता कोई भी. It has to be taken with a calm and quiet mind to win over. Not impulsive in nature. Not very aggressive in nature. धीरे धीरे सोचे, सोच समझ के आगे बढ़े. There is a very big value to serenity. And anything done out of anger and impulse will not get us a win. It will be able to suppress our senses, suppress our emotions, but ultimately क्या होता है? It will spring up again, right? Because बहुत जबरदस्ती गुस्से में हमने उस चीज को दबा दिया है. So over here, Hanuman ji for the first time, although he is fighting, he is not able to conquer Indrajit and Meghnad, because Indrajit or Meghnad are nothing in front of Hanuman. So the battle continues. However, he is able to at least destroy the chariot and all. And suddenly what Indrajit does is he goes to the powerhouse. Now he realizes one thing. That the most important person that has to be attacked is Ram. If I am able to attack Ram, सब खत्म हो जाएगा. And हमेशा ऐसा होता है, देखना. Especially for the sadhaks, you'll realize the attack is always going to be on your Shraddha and Bhakti and your Bhagwan. Because that is the foundation of any sadhak. Any situation, any person, any test is going to try and shake that foundation first. All temptations are going to try and shake that foundation. So the control has to be there. So Meghnad goes and directly attacks Ramji. But after all, Ramji ko itna आसान नहीं था. He not only diffuses all the attacks, but what Meghnad does is he makes everything dark and gloomy. कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है. And the description goes that pus and blood, and there is so much of dust that you can't see your own hand, and everybody gets scared. Even the monkeys, the vanars, the bhalus, everybody is scared. They do not know what to do. At that time, Sri Ram smiles and he shoots an arrow which disperses the attack of Maya. इसीलिए कहते हैं ना, when God is your anchor, nothing will be able to touch you. Yes, adversities will come. ऐसा नहीं है कि just because Sri Ram ji was there, Meghnad could not do anything. No, he did. He tried. He fought. The Maya attacked. It became dark and gloomy. So much so कि आपको समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है कि आगे मुझे क्या करना है. But rest assured, have faith. The Lord is in control. One arrow shot by him, and all this mist and all this darkness is going to disappear. Darkness cannot stand in front of light. One spark of light is all that is needed. And yahi kara, Sara dispersed, and the battle continued. Utte mein, it is said that Lakshman came in, and Lakshman was furious. It is a beautiful discussion. जब भी हम लक्ष्मण को देखते हैं ना, Lakshman is said to be very fair in complexion. And you know how it is when fair people get angry or they blush, you can see the blood shot pink. And उनको गुस्सा भी आता है ना, तो भी they become red. You can see their red ears. And that is how our Lakshman was. उनको खूब गुस्सा आता था. So he came, how dare you attack my brother when I am there? So he took Ramji aside and started fighting the battle. And it was a very, very, very furious battle, and Lakshmanji was like bloodshot. His white skin was turning blood red. It was, just imagine Sheshnag with his 1,000 heads, just 1,000 heads fighting and shooting out poison on Meghnad. And Meghnad, Indrajit is retaliating, and this battle is going on so fiercely. When almost Meghnad realizes that now the time is out, there is no point of fighting a fair battle, and he takes out a weapon and he attacks Lakshman, and it hits Lakshman's chest. Matlab, with Maya, with deceit, not a fair battle, Lakshmanji is hit. And Lakshmanji gir jate. And when Lakshmanji fell down, unko laga कि let's go quickly, we'll gather Lakshman and we'll take him to Ravan. But is it possible to pick up Sheshnag? Sheshnag, on whose head our earth is but a speck of dust, not even a speck of dust. अगर वो लेते हैं तो उनकी मजाल, कोई किसी की भी मजाल की वो उनको हिला ले. Everybody tried to pick up Sri Lakshman, but nobody, let alone Meghnad, Indrajit, anybody, Meghnad or Indrajit, जो भी आप बोलना चाहे, nobody could move him. It was impossible to move Lakshman at all. And they left him and they went. Utte mein Hanumanji aaye, and with all his ease, without any effort, he picked Lakshmanji up and flew away. देखिए, no amount of negativity can ever outweigh positivity. हो सकता है, momentarily it might seem like that. No amount of lie can ever win over truth. Yes, हो सकता है, momentarily we will feel that the negative is winning, the lie is winning, the vicious are winning. But in the long run, it is impossible कि कोई सच को हिला भी दे कहीं. But patience रखनी होती है, right? So over here, Hanuman ji lifted Lakshman ji, and now the evening time has started. Everybody is taking count of who has come, who has not come. And during the battle, the brothers were parted. So Ram ji asked, where is Lakshman? Now Lakshman kabhi bhi Ram ji ka saath nahi chhodte the. So suddenly he asked, where is Lakshman? Lakshman kahan chale gaye? And dekhte idhar to utte mein Hanuman ji with Lakshman ji in his arms, well protected, comes and puts Lakshman ji down, and Ram ji baith jate hain with Lakshman's head on his lap. And he says, what happened to my brother? Ye kya ho gaya? See, I can't wait to read this, but when he looks at Lakshman, later on we'll see He is so heartbroken. And the line that he uses over here is so touching. He says, sons and riches and wives, houses and folks in this world repeatedly come and go. हर कुछ आएगा, हर कुछ चला जाएगा, right? Sons and riches and wives, houses and people in this world repeatedly come and go. But a real brother cannot be had again in this world. And he's crying and weeping. He's saying कि लक्ष्मण जैसा भाई क्या मुझे वापस कभी मिल सकता है? उस समय त्रेता युग में भी to have a brother like Lakshman was so rare. तो अब तो कलयुग है. कलयुग में तो सोचिए ना, if you ever get somebody like that, hold on. And Ramji is weeping. I think, if you look at it, if you try to visualize his pain, it must have been many folds more than losing Sita. Many folds more. Lakshman did not have to be exiled. He left with Ramji. He did not have to bear the heat and the storm. He could easily stay in the palace. Because who was asked to leave? It was Ramji, not Lakshman. But Lakshmanji chose to be with his brother. Chose to face all the hardships. Chose to make it better and easier for his brother. Without any expectation in return. हर जगह आप देखिए, राम 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 राम. Was there even a moment where Lakshman felt कि सब राम राम क्यों करते हैं? लक्ष्मण लक्ष्मण क्यों नहीं करते? आजकल तो स्पर्धा हो जाती है ना. There is this competition between brothers also, between siblings also, कि I should be more famous, I should be revered, not my brother. हमें दूसरे को बड़ा बनाने में बहुत तकलीफ होती है. It is so difficult, right? When we see that, our siblings are being talked about and glorified and given credit to, be honest, कहीं ना कहीं दिल में एक बार लगता नहीं है. कलयुग है. तो even in Treta, this kind of a brother was rare. So he's saying, Sut with Nari, Bhavan Parivar, everything, Parivar hai, Sut hai, Nari hai, children, houses, everything. He's saying, Hoi Jahi Jag Barahi Bara. All these things can be gained in this world again and again. Sut, children, with Nari, Bhavan and Parivar, everything in this world can be gained again and again. As vichari jai jagahu tat, mile na jagat sahodar bhrat. He's saying, ऐसा भाई मुझे वापस कभी नहीं मिलेगा. And Ramji is weeping. He is wondering कि why did I even, if I had known कि लक्ष्मण को लग जाएगी, Lakshman's life would have been at stake, I would have never listened to my father. वो जा रहे सीधा कि मैं वनवास निकलता ही नहीं. Even if it meant that I would have been, I would have been not glorified, उस समय I would have disobeyed my father. कहते हैं ना, रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर वचन ना जाए. I would not have listened to my father. Had I known that my little brother would have suffered today. Just imagine. And he weeps. He's saying, now there on Suvel, Shri Ram is uttering words befitting a mortal. Being emotional, crying, is not sign of weakness. In our scriptures, have you realized, Bhagwan bhi rote hain. Emotions are not bad, right? It is all right to feel. And kahin pe bhi spirituality is not taking us and making us into stone. I think a spiritual person feels more, is more. But, dekhiye, it is not, the emotions don't carry you away. It is okay. कहते हैं ना, sometimes they say, you're so spiritual, why are you crying? You're so spiritual, why have you emotions? किसने बोला कि a spiritual person becomes stone-like? नहीं होता ना. So over here now he's crying. He is crying like a mortal. He looked at Lakshman, although it is now past midnight. It's almost past midnight, right? Abhi, we'll go back to Hanumanji's journey. So Hanumanji was given time, and we all know the story, but we'll go back to that. And he knows that Hanumanji has left. And Hanumanji is not returned. So he's crying. He's saying raised his younger brother. He has held him to his heart. He's sleeping on his lap, and Ramji is crying tears and tears. Brother, you could never bear to see me in distress. Now I'm calling you again and again. Why aren't you waking up? 100 बार मैंने तुम्हें बुला लिया, तुम उठ क्यों नहीं रहे हो? On account of you, on account of me, you left both father and mother. You left your wife. You left everything. You could have refused. But now when I'm calling, you're not getting up. What is it? And rote he says the words, and as the bird is utterly miserable, as a bird is utterly miserable without wings, a serpent without its head jewel, and a noble elephant without its trunk, so is my life without you. He's saying, Ram is not complete without Lakshman. ऐसा भाई मुझे अब कहाँ मिलेगा? In case stupid faith compels me to survive, how will I go home? मैं कैसे जाऊंगा? मैं जा ही नहीं सकता वापस. What have I done? To save my wife, I sacrificed my brother. And then he says, कि when I go back, when जब कौशल्या माँ will ask me, where is Lakshman? What will I say? कि मैं लक्ष्मण को छोड़ आया. The feeling that is going on, what answer shall I give her when I go back? Why should you not get up? And he's shaking him again and again. The agony that you feel, Ramji must have felt at that time when Ma Sita was not there. This is many folds that agony. And he's teaching us, all our scriptures are not very superficial stories. They are teaching us ki, in a particular situation, how a person can be, how a person is okay. And many a times you'll realize, Ramji also breaks. He breaks and then he comes again. He rises from the ashes. So over here he's crying and he's weeping. He is showing his tender side. He's showing his human side, because Ramcharitramanas is again teaching us how to live our life. Over there, at that time also, ऐसा नहीं है कि while he's crying, while he's weeping, no action is being taken. Hanumanji comes down and Vibhishan says that there is this Ved called Sushen. He is there in Lanka. Why don't you go and try and get him? So Hanumanji went, and Shushen Ved ko he said, when in a battle, you are supposed to support both, right? आपको दोनों का ध्यान रखना है. Not only आपके side की army, a doctor should be unbiased. He should not be biased at all, unbiased, right? You are supposed to take care of the Rakshasas also, and you are supposed to take care of the Vanars also. So please come with me. But Sushen Ved was not willing to come. Somehow, Hanumanji knew that the urgency of the time, so he picked up the entire hut, it is said, and he just carried Sushen Ved with the hut. And when he came, he looked at Lakshman, and we all know the story, when he said, कि जाके तुम्हें संजीवनी बूटी लानी पड़ेगी from that particular mountain. So who was at task? Hanumanji. Hanumanji flew immediately, and at that time Ravan realized, and Ravan heard everything. Ravan summoned Kalnemi. Kalnemi was a demon, and Ravan came, and Ravan ko bola ki you have to stop Hanuman. And Kalnemi immediately said, and then without any, without mellowing down the word, he said, are you mad? A Vanar who burnt your entire Lanka, you expect me to stop it? He is unstoppable. It is not possible. Even now there is time. Surrender. Even now Ram will forgive you. Go to him, surrender, save yourself and save the entire Rakshas clan. But again, Ravan got very angry because his mind was not accepting anything. Any good counsel was not coming to him. So Kalnemi thought to himself, "Theek hai, if I speak too much, Ravan is going to kill me. I would rather die in the hands of Hanuman, who is a Ram Bhakt, rather than dying in the hands of whom? This Rakshas. Kam sadgati to milegi na." See, in our Sanatan Dharma, it is not rest in peace. We get a gati, right? आजकल we always write RIP. That is not true. हम कहते हैं इनको सदगति प्राप्त हो, इनकी गति अच्छी हो, right? Because the journey goes on. You're not resting, you're moving on. The soul goes on. So he says ki at least I'll get a sadgati if I'm killed by Hanuman. So he said, for whatever it is, let's go. And he goes, he disguises himself in the garb of a hermit. He creates an illusion of mountains and waters. And he sits down on the way where Hanumanji is going to pass. And he is sitting there in orange robes, chanting. इसीलिए कहते हैं ना, be very, very. Not everyone in an orange robe is a saint. है ना? Not everyone जिसके पास में सिद्धि है, वो भक्त है. ठीक है? So, and this is again a very deep moral that they are giving us over here, but let's go forward right now. So, Hanumanji sees him, he sees a saint, he says, chalo theek hai, koi sage hai, so let me do pranam, drink some water, ask him what is going to happen and then move on. Right? कोई भी साधु दिखता है तो हम झुक ही जाते हैं एक बार. तो वो Hanumanji was also like that, very humble, and he decided to stop. He went to Kal Nemi, he said, Pranam Babaji, I would like to have some water and your Ashirwad. He says, yes, I can see who you are. You are Ram Bhakt Hanuman. Lakshman has been hit, and he tells the entire story. And Hanumanji says, oh, he knows everything, so he must be a Siddh sage. And he says, okay, I want to drink some water. So Kal Nemi had something in the Kamandalu, water mixed with something. He thought, I'll give it to Hanuman, and then I'll, once he faints, I'm going to take care of him. But Hanumanji says, itne se pani se meri pyas nahi bujhegi. So then there is a lake that was created. So Hanumanji is sent to that lake. And in that lake, there is a lady alligator who tries to pull Hanumanji. Kehte hain na, Hanumanji had a son. So that will come to later. So she tries to pull him down and, destroy him. But again, Hanumanji hits her. The minute he hits her, she becomes a Apsara again. She joins her hand and she says, I was cursed to be like this. And she warns Hanumanji that is no sage. In the garbs of a sage, he is a demon. Be very careful. Saying this, she goes away. Hanumanji goes to Kal Nemi. He says, I'll give you some Guru Dakshina before you give me insights into what is going to happen. And he hits Kal Nemi, and with one blow, Kal Nemi is dead. Dekhe, these are things that we have to very beautifully understand. यहाँ पे when Hanuman ji on the path, on a spiritual path, when we have a lot of bhakti, when we have a lot of sadhana, a lot of these kind of things are going to come our way. Yes, एक तो है कि yes, we have to be very careful before believing in any sage, right? All in orange is not good, right? But the other thing is, when we are praying, when we are sitting in meditation, when the sadhana becomes stronger, a lot of siddhis will come our way. We shouldn't stop there. We shouldn't stop there. Aajkal, many a times we see a lot of people, they get so carried away by the showing of bhabhuti or showing of anguthi. It is just siddhi which has been got on the way to God. वहाँ पे अगर आप रुक गए, so you have failed in your journey, right? Because it is not the Nav Siddhi or the Nidhi or Riddhi or Siddhis that you want to gather, right? It is God. So many tapasvis, they get deluded. They stop. And just by looking at their Siddhis, we get deluded. They can do this. It is very easy. It is not very difficult. Getting an anguthi, or wo to magician bhi kar leta hai na, trick. It is just a trick. It is just an illusion, and we get so carried away. See, Janta is very, 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 kehte hai na, very naive. Anything that is beyond us, we feel that somebody can do something that we cannot comprehend, we feel, wow. Aisa nahi hai. So Hanuman ji also stopped. His destiny was the Parvat, right? He was supposed to get it and come back without stopping, and he stopped. अगर हनुमान जी रुक जाते हैं अपनी जर्नी में, तो हम तो कई बार रुक जाते हैं. कई बार we stop, कई बार we get tempted, कई बार we feel कि okay, probably we have reached when a little bit of siddhi start coming. No. That is a failure. And yes, we'll be warned again and again, यहाँ मत रुको, अभी आपको और आगे जाना है. Right? That voice is also going to come. So, here, two morals are there. Don't get deluded by appearances. Second, on your way, on that spiritual journey, on your sadhana, on your tapasya, a lot of temptations will come. A lot of detours will come. And a lot of warnings not to detour will also come. Be wary. Just like Hanumanji Remember not to forget your destination. So Hanumanji takes off and he goes and he realizes that ki samay kharch ho gaya. Now that he's fighting against the sun. So he tells the sun. Sun is his guru, right? Surya Dev is his guru. So he joins his hand and he says, no matter what happens, please don't rise before I come. Hai na? Because I have to reach back before the sun rise. I am begging you, I am requesting you, you are my guru and I am trying my best. I am rushing right now. Please wait, don't be in a hurry. And while flying, he looks back and he says, and if you are, don't forget, as a child also I had the capacity to swallow you. आज भी मैं सूर्य उदय तो नहीं होने दूंगा. या तो आप मन से मत उगना, नहीं तो मैं आपको खा जाऊंगा. With this warning, subtly he rushes, he moves forward, he gets confused again ki which parvat, what bhuti, and on that parvat, so he does not waste any time, he picks up the entire parvat. He picks up the entire mountain of those glowing jari booties and he is rushing back at that time. This is something worth noticing. Bharat used to be very vigilant, although he was living in Nandigram, following a life of great austerity, sleeping below the ground because Ramji was sleeping on the ground. He used to take care of all the work of Ayodhya. ऐसा नहीं है कि he just went to Nandigram and he forgot about Ayodhya. At night he would guard. During the day he would take care of all the activities, all the work, all the people would come, the ministers would come. ऐसा नहीं है. So that is why again in our scriptures they are not teaching us to become escapists. जितने दिन तक आप में जान है कर्म तो करना ही पड़ेगा. The only thing is choose to do good work. Work has to be done. Spirituality is not making us inert objects. It is making us into a bundle of energy because there is no leakage of any kind. कहते हैं ना, very simply put, no regrets of the past can stop us. No excitement of the present can delay us. And no fear of the future haunts us. Right? Haunts us sadhak. So then the energy is full. There is no leakage. So when you have so much energy, do you think a sadhak will become inert? No. The sadhak works 24/7. So Bharat ji is, yes, he is doing a lot of tapas. Yes. But the glow on his face speaks volumes because he is doing service to the Lord. He is taking care of Ramji's kingdom. So there is no lapse in the work he is doing. So even at night he does not sleep. ऐसा नहीं है कि केवल लक्ष्मण ही नहीं सोए थे. None of these brothers slept well. They did not sleep. Every night, Bharat ji would keep vigil कि कोई आ रहा है, कोई नहीं आ रहा है, the airspace, everything, because it was Ramji's Ayodhya. That was his responsibility and he was protecting it. And at that time he saw this huge figure with a huge mountain passing over the skies of Ayodhya. अभी भी हम लोग करते हैं ना, if you cross the airspace there is a warning कि you are in this airspace and everything. So again now he was crossing through the airspace of Ayodhya and Bharat ji said, what is this? It looks like a demon. What is it carrying? Is he going to drop it on Ayodhya? Without thinking he shot an arrow, and the minute he shot an arrow, the invincible Hanumanji fell down with the parvat. Hanuman ji जो कभी गिर नहीं सकते वो गिर गए. And the minute he fell down, Ram, Ram, Ram came from his mouth. And Lakshman then became he actually was taken aback. Oh my God, he must be doing some work. He's saying, Ram, what have I done? He tried to wake Hanumanji. Hanumanji would not get up because it was no other than Bharat's arrow that hit Hanumanji. Hanumanji could not wake up. He could not wake Hanumanji up. Bharat ko kuch samajh nahi aa raha tha what to do. And then he joined his hand and he said, if in thought, word and deed, I am a sevak of Ramji. I have never had any malice. And if Ramji loves me wholeheartedly, may this Vanar wake up. And immediately Hanumanji stood up. So Hanumanji did not stand up of his own Shakti or his own accord. It was Bharat's Shakti, Bharat's purity that woke Hanumanji up. देखिए, in life ना, as we always say, nothing worth achieving in life is ever achieved alone. आजकल तो we teach children also कि it is not only you कि मैं जीत जाऊं, मैं खा लूं. It is we. Now over here, what worked? Bharat's purity woke Hanumanji. And when Hanumanji got up, he talked, he asked, कि क्या हुआ, ये हुआ, वो हुआ. The entire story was told, and Bharatji felt, oh my God, I wasted your time. You have to reach as soon as possible. मैं तो वो जा नहीं सकता हूँ because of Ramji's pran. But let me do one thing. You know what he said? Let me do one simple thing. Let me shoot an arrow. Let me take out an arrow. Now he's talking to Hanumanji, okay? Let me take out an arrow, and you sit on my arrow with your parvat. ठीक है, you sit on my arrow with a parvat or with your parvat, and that will take you through. एक सेकेंड में. Now this tickled हनुमान जी, है ना? This tickled हनुमान जी कि मैं इनके बाण, क्या होता है इसमें, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, क्या होता है, धनुष और बाण, बाण ही होता है ना, बाण, एरो पे मैं पर्वत सहित बैठ जाऊंगा और वो उस पार ले जाएगा. ये है शक्ति भरत की. फॉर अ मिनट ही वाज लाइक, टेकन अबैक. एंड दिस इज अ वेरी बिग रिमाइंडर. कभी भी ना, आई थिंक दिस एपिसोड शुड बी इच्ड इन आवर माइंड. वी आर नॉट इंडिस्पेंसिबल. भगवान जी का काम अगर होना है ना, वो कैसे भी होगा. मेनी अ टाइम्स इन आवर लाइफ्स वी फील वी आर इंडिस्पेंसिबल. हमारे बिना नहीं होगा, चाहे वो छोटा सा काम हो, बड़ा काम हो. अगर प्रभु का करवाना है तो हो जाएगा. प्रॉबेबली कहीं ना कहीं, शायद, इट इज जस्ट स्पेक्युलेशन, इट इज नॉट रिटन इन आवर स्क्रिप्चर्स, हनुमान जी के मन में आ गया होगा कि देखो, राम काम मैं कर रहा हूं, राम काम मैं कर रहा हूं. सो दिस वॉज अ रिमाइंडर, तुम नहीं भी होगा तो मेरा काम होगा. अगर संजीवनी पहुंचनी है तो इवन विदाउट हनुमान, भरत के बाण पे बैठ के संजीवनी आ जाएगी लक्ष्मण के पास. एंड दिस इज अ वेरी बिग रिमाइंडर टू ऑल ऑफ अस, अ डेली रिमाइंडर. नोबडी इज इंडिस्पेंसिबल. इफ द लॉर्ड्स वर्क हैज टू बी डन, इट विल बी डन विथ और विदाउट अस. अगर हनुमान जी ही इंडिस्पेंसिबल नहीं है तो हम कौन है? And this thought and this reminder should be considered a blessing. When there is a reminder or there is a hit to our ego, right? Take it as a blessing. कि भगवान जी is reminding me, ego rise हो रही है, रुक जाओ. Because if he does not care, he would not help us curb our egos. Just because वो हमें पसंद करते हैं, हमारा उद्धार चाहते हैं, हमारे को आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं, he sends reminders to hit our ego and crush it. If things are hitting our ego, crushing our ego, situations are humbling us down, be thankful कि God is still taking care of you. वो चाहते हैं कि हम नम्र रहें. एंड नम्र कब रहेंगे? जब हमारे ईगो पे प्रहार होगा, राइट? When our ego is hit, our ego is hurt, our expectations are hurt, ये जो बड़ा मैं है उसको छोटा बनना पड़ जाए. Be very, very grateful to God. कि thank you for keeping this ego which I cannot control in check, just like you helped Hanuman keep his ego in check. And this thought again, he kept this thought in his heart and his mind कि ये जो बाण है ना भरत का, I can sit on it with the parvat and reach before a second to Ram. तो मैं कौन? राम का काम तो कैसे भी होगा. And with this thought, he rushes to Ramji. Suryadev is waiting. He is flying as fast as he could. But right now, that anger, that interruption, that thought, everything is gone. Only one thing is there, is the glory of Bharat. Bharat ji's mahima, he is singing. कि after all, भाई तो राम के ही है ना. अभी तक he used to sing the glory of Ram ji. But while heading from Ayodhya to Lanka, in his heart resided Bharat. And पता है भरत राम से एक कदम आगे क्यों है? क्योंकि राम 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 सब करते हैं, भरत को पड़ी नहीं है कोई उनका नाम लेता है या नहीं लेता है। इसीलिए एंड दैट इज वाई कौन सी भक्ति फलती है? विच भक्ति इज मोर सुपीरियर, द भक्ति विच इज फ्लॉन्टेड और द भक्ति विच इज हिडन? सोचिए. So these kind of analogies have to be taken away when we are reading these stories, because there's so many messages. It is like you cannot cover the entire message that the story is trying to give us. With this thought, with Bharatji in his heart, with his mastak on his feet, with the strength of Bharat, Hanumanji is flowing. Some people say that he actually went on the arrow. But in Ramcharitramanas, he says, it's okay, don't worry, you keep your arrow, मैं चला जाऊंगा. Right? But whatever it is, the matter of fact is the arrow was so powerful. Right? And he reaches, and then we know that before sunrise, the Sanjeevani Bhuti was given to Lakshmanji, and Lakshmanji woke up. Right? So, beach mein, this is the entire journey. But one point that I forgot to bring forward was, it is very, very important, is when Kal Nemi was talking to Ravan, he used one very powerful line. And this line has come many times, right? Pehle bhi humne ye padhi hai. If you can relate to it, again we are going to read it. Kal Nemi, when he was advising Ravan to not go ahead and fight with Ramji, to retrace his path, he says, मैं ते मोर मूढ़ता त्यागू. Abhi I'm going to relate to one more line. मैं ते मोर मूढ़ता त्यागो, महामोह निसी सुतत जागो. What is he saying? मैं ते मोर. And ऐसी ही एक लाइन पहले आई थी. It is मैं क्या मैं अरु क्या? I'm forgetting the line suddenly. It is one of my favorite, but it is slipping out of my mind. अभी आएगी तो मैं बताऊंगी. हाँ, मैं अरु मोर तोड़ते माया. When Lakshmanji asked Ramji, माया क्या होती है? Ramji said कि you are all knowing. I do not have to talk in many words. A simple line will explain it. मैं अरु मोर तोड़ते माया. What is it? Me, mine. You, yours is Maya. Right? Simple. And over here also he is saying, Kal Nemi is explaining, मैं ते मोर मूढ़ता त्यागो. Me, mine, you, yours. वो छोड़ दो. That is मूढ़ता. And that is all Maya is. Leave it, Ravan, ki this is mine, this is yours. This bifurcation that we divide the world into, ki this is mine, this is my family, this is my house, this is my children. These are my boundaries. Nobody can. अब आजकल तो हम notional boundaries भी set कर देते हैं ना. I set boundaries around me. Nobody should cross it. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, कोई problem नहीं है. And we explain, you should learn to set boundaries. बहुत अच्छे से तो boundaries बनाते रहो ना. Divide करते रहो. अभी तक तो physically divide करते थे. अब notionally भी we are dividing. Right? Notionally also we are dividing. So, over here, he is saying, मैं अरु मोर तोड़ते माया. It is saying, मैं ते मोर. This is after Doha number 55. मैं ते मोर मूढ़ता त्यागो. So again and again the reminder, and it is like a capsule mein they are telling us what Maya is. Me, mine, you, yours. It is the stupidest thing to have in our mind. It is something that dim-wit people do. मूड होते हैं वही लोग ये करते हैं. इसको छोड़ दो. And look at the world as all yours, where everything is nothing but God. Bitterness will not come. Negativity will not come. Greed will not come. Sanatan Dharma is a religion of givers, not takers. हम याचक नहीं हैं, हम दाता हैं. And इतनी सी बात हमें समझ नहीं आ रही है. So Lakshman ji has come up again. Hanuman ji is back. And what happens in the battle next, we will read in the following session. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान।